right, we made it. Another one, barely sliding in at the end of the night. You want to tell them where we were for these last couple of days?
We were in Peoria, Arizona.
Peoria, Arizona for a wedding. Did you have fun there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
It was meeting your family, actually.
Oh yeah, you haven't really met my family, huh? That was my cousin's wedding. It was fun. Drink way too much. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Let's just hop right into it. A lot of stuff has happened that we'll get into. Two big things, I think, that we'll cover in the tech world. But for now, we'll cover. Let me see. Okay, we'll start off with the hard-hitting one. Apple has just released their new M1 Pro and M1 Max laptops, and they're bringing back the SD slot, the HDMI, the headphone jack, basically all the ports, and then the MagSafe. You know, like this one, I have a MacBook Pro 2015, and it has the MagSafe, the charger, how it just clicks on with the magnet. Apparently, they took that off in like 2016. So right after this is the last one of the old versions.
Right.
Well, they had it to where it just plugs in through the USB. And I love MagSafe. I don't know why they took it off. I can't. There's been plenty of times where I've accidentally like stepped on the cord and then it yanks it and it just comes off. The laptop doesn't follow it, like breaks or anything. You know.
That's true. Right.
Because I had close calls back. Ooh, this is way back when I had Windows. I was a Windows guy at one point. And it was just a regular power switch or input. And yeah, I remember I would catch my laptop sometimes. A couple of times I caught it. Luckily, it never fell, but I remember like yanking on it and barely catching it. But anyways, yeah, I guess this is huge news. I think it's great because I use the ports all the time. You know, like when I finish recording video or after taking photos, you know, like I take it all the parties. It's the SD slot. How are you gonna not have the SD slot on your Pro laptop? It's something that every photographer uses and every videographer uses.
Right.
I don't know anyone who plugs their camera directly into the computer. Just I have a thing with plugging my camera into a computer or even charging my camera through the outlet because that's how you like I have the Sony a7IV. Oh, thanks. It was a gift. It was gifted. Thanks. But it didn't come with a charger, with a battery charger. It came with a USB that you charge into from the wall outlet directly into the camera, and then the camera charges the battery. But my thing is, isn't there a risk of shorting it? Like, I think you could damage your camera if something goes wrong. Like if it sparks up or something. I don't know, but I remember that was a big thing when surge protectors were a thing. Do you remember that? It was like in 2005. I remember I used to work at Circuit City, and surge protectors were a big thing.
In like 2005, you worked at Circuit City?
In 2005, 2006, yeah. I worked at Circuit City. For those who remember Circuit City, I was there when it liquidated. Like, I didn't get fired. Well, I got laid off because the company went under, but I didn't get fired.
I was barely like 10 years old.
Damn, I'm winning. But yeah, surge protectors were a big thing for the whole electronic side of things. The big sell was like, yeah, you don't want anything to short in case your power goes out or something.
Right.
You could blow out your device. But anyways, I don't feel comfortable charging my camera directly to the camera. So anyways, what was my point there? Holy crap! The
magnet,
SD slot. That's why it's so important to. That's why it's so important to have that SD slot because you take it out, you put it in, and that's it. You don't have to worry about anything else. And I don't know if there's risk in doing it that way, where you connect your camera directly to your computer to get the photos off of it. But I know the power thing. I don't know if those two relate. I don't know. I like the option of the SD slot. Like, say we both go out and we're shooting. I would like to just get your SD card and I don't have to mess around with anything else. What if I forget my adapters, right?
Right.
Like when I hook up to my monitor, my second monitor, it's easy, HDMI, boom. But if I had to always have that adapter, it would suck. Or if I go somewhere else, right, and I had to hook up to like your mom's TV when I show them like the photos and stuff like that,
right,
I would need that adapter, and I'd be the guy going, oh, I can't. We'd have to look at it on the laptop, like everyone gather, right? That would suck. Anyways, the new laptops look very tempting. I'm very tempted to get one. The powers that well, because I'm on 2000, the souped up 2015 version, which at the time was like 8, right? But you've been there. This laptop overheats a lot, especially when I'm doing my audio recording stuff, when I'm mixing tracks.
Yeah.
Whoo! I use Ableton Live, and it shows you how much CPU power you're using up at the top right hand corner of the screen, and it'll be like 120 sometimes. It just freezes, or it's super slow and choppy. You've been there. The struggle's real. I'm by the fan. I put it on top of the fan, and I'm just like hoping it'll go. Just trying my best to, help it. But apparently these run super smooth. You can edit 8K video, which I don't shoot 8K video. I'm trying to upload in 4K, but why? With this, I think I'm just gonna stick to 1080 because it takes forever to upload.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's a pain. Yeah, maybe in the future, but I'm not even doing 4K. I don't need 4K right now. That's what I say now, right? But anyway, this is a huge deal. If you're a creator, like I can see, even when I'm editing these videos, when I'm on the 4K timeline, it'll be choppy a lot of the times. Like I see the little load bubble.
Yeah.
I forget what they call it, the beach ball. You know how it looks? And that could be annoying sometimes, but the real thing is when I'm using, especially Serum, for those of you who mix or create music and use like synthesizers, I use Serum, and man, just having that plugin alone, it'll boost up your CPU usage like greatly. And then I also use Ozone 9. Forget about it. Trying to use both of those at the same time, it's a nightmare. But anyways, it seems like I would be able to run all of those without a worry on these new ones.
Damn.
Even on like the cheapest one, not cheapest one, but the most entry level one of these, I'd be able to run everything smoothly. See, like right now it's overheating.
Right.
I don't know if you can hear in the audio, but just screen recording, it's overheating already. But I love this thing. This thing's a tank. I don't think I'd get rid of this. Like the speakers are blown out, but I don't know. This might be the time to upgrade or get into the Apple ecosystem because they're blowing everything out of the water.
When are they out, or are they already out?
They're out now. They came out earlier this week.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm tickled. But there you go. Let's move on. If I get one, for sure I'll be reviewing this. We'll be back. We'll be back. Okay, so it might be a little early, but Thanksgiving's not too far away.
Right.
And I feel like we have our little segments of food, and I thought this fit in right here because Popeye is now taking pre-orders for occasion-style Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah.
What do you think? Because have you cooked turkey?
No. It always comes out really dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wonder how this would occasion style. I didn't even know that was a thing. Occasion style turkey.
Well, when we used to have the spicy sandwiches, it was there during that time.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that where you can order that for Thanksgiving or whatever.
Oh,
it
so
was
this
there.
Isn't new.
No, it's not new, but I guess now they're already starting to take pre-orders.
Okay, I didn't know about this, but I'm down to try it. I like Popeye's chicken.
It's good.
It's really good. Popeyes or KFC?
I've never really had KFC.
Okay, we need to go try KFC. KFC. I remember it being good a long, long time ago, like when I was a kid. And then later on in like my late teens, I tried it again and I was like, nah. And then I tried Popeyes, and Popeyes is like, it's the one. They have the best spicy chicken sandwich. And their regular chicken, everything's good there, damn it. It's super terrible for you. Don't do it. But if you're going to do it, it's good. Oh, this is crazy. So China is considering a law to punish parents for their children's bad behavior. So, yeah. How do you feel about this?
I don't know if I agree or disagree with it. I feel like I'm in the middle because the way your kid acts, it's on you. You know what I mean? It depends on how you raise them.
Yeah. I get it, but
then at the same time...
Should you be punished for their... you are their guardian, right? Their parent.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's kind of like I don't know too much about China.
What if your kid murders somebody?
I know, that's why. But that's the thing is that as a kid, you don't want anything to happen to your parents, so maybe it's like a scare tactic.
Oh, I don't know. China's...
No, I know, that's why.
They'll impose some shit. They don't have freedom.
Yeah.
I don't think. Maybe to a certain degree.
Man.
Would you vote for this? If there was a vote here in the United States for the same thing implemented here.
Damn. I don't know.
You don't know?
Mm-mm.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one. Because what's like, you know, like what do they consider bad behavior, and then what do you consider bad behavior too?
Right.
Like what if they're doing something at school that you allow at home, but they would see it as bad behavior?
Damn. Let us know. Let us know, whoever's watching, all three of you. Yeah, that'd be cool to have a poll on this, because you're right. Some people think we should mask. Like, we just came back from Arizona. How nice was it? Nice. Yeah, it's normal. People. It's just people were just living.
Yeah.
And it felt good.
Yeah.
I was tempted. We went when the weather. It was hot as fuck, but
it wasn't hot out there when
compared
we were
to how
there
it gets, it was like cold. Well, it was chilly.
It was nice.
For them, it was chilly. It was like 85, 90, but it can get to like 120 on the norm.
Yeah.
So we went when the weather was Arizona nice, and it was like a hot day here in California, Southern California, and it was cool. It wasn't there. Like when we walk in here, it's always like, oh, is some asshole gonna be like, do you need a mask? It's like, what if I say no? It's like, oh, well, you need a mask. It's like, well, why did you ask me, asshole? Right? It's like, no, I don't need one. Anyways, wouldn't move there though. It's too hot. You haven't been there when it's crazy hot. That's the thing.
Maybe. And
nothing would grow. We want to do we're doing that homestead life.
Right. We're
going that route. But nothing. Their growing season is terrible. How would we? It's not. No, we're not doing it. Let me see. So apparently, this Washington news station is being investigated after airing pornographic content during segment. So let me see. I guess when they do the forecast, the weather.
Yeah.
They were showing straight up porn in the background. So
10 seconds. That was for 10 seconds?
That's a good while.
Oh, okay, I read the wrong thing.
What?
No, it says House of Representative staffer faces child porn.
Oh.
Oh, prawn.
Prawn. I think they meant porn.
Yeah.
That's a typo. Come on, Fox News. Get it together. Yeah, I don't like this. I think whoever is in charge, or whoever is the culprit, yeah, I think whoever is responsible for this should get fined. Like, your kids are watching that.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to watch porn, whatever. If you want to make porn, whatever. But when it comes to, like, the kids and stuff, you got to separate that, right? And if it's a public thing, I'm not for it. Yeah, what kind of asshole would do it? Thinking it's funny, huh? Let me see here. Oh, Apple. So Apple is going to be requiring unvaccinated employees to test for COVID-19 daily. God, that sounds terrible. Ugh. What do you think? If you were obligated to provide a COVID negative test every day, would you stay there? Would you stay where you're at?
Of course not, but the question would come up. It's like, why aren't the vaccinated people getting tested if they could still be carriers?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. You're not safe. Don't think if you got vaccinated, you're safe. The Delta variant it's easier to catch, but it's also not as dangerous as apparently the original COVID.
Right.
Which still to this day, like my experience, right? Because everybody's having a different story, but I don't know the majority of people are okay. A lot of cases, mostly everybody's okay. Not enough to justify all this. Just saying, still, as of, what day is it? As of October 23rd, 2021, we're good. But, anywho, I think if it's the up the nose one, hell no, I'm out immediately. But I mean, if it was like a spit test, I'll spit on something. No, I'll piss on something, you know? But I'm not doing the swabs. I'm not doing, what else? I guess it's only swabs, right? That they do?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't take blood or anything. But that's it. I'm not putting anything in me, you know?
Right.
Even if it's a swab, I don't trust those things. I don't trust the test in general. Remember at the beginning, it was a whole thing with the fake positives and all that? No, we never did that. Still to this day, I'm not getting tested. Straight up. Because I'm fine. How do you feel? There you go. Be healthy, people. This is one of the big news here. The Sony a7IV camera has arrived. And apparently it's awesome. I think I think it has a flippy screen. It finally has a flippy screen. So, like on the i7 III, they give you a tilt screen, which I thought, man, why, right? It'd be cool to see yourself. Because if I wanted to like record myself, I have to like hook up my, well, the way I have it, I hook up my phone to it.
Yeah.
You know? And that's cool and everything, but the connection's not always secure, and I'm losing it. I lose myself. You know, the features on the app aren't very good. Like I can't change the focus on anything. It's a touchscreen, but I can't use any of the touchscreen stuff. It's a mess. I wouldn't upgrade just yet. People are making a big deal about the 4K 60p or 60 frames per second, but I'm not doing 4K. 8K's out, and I'm not doing 4K.
I didn't even know 8K was out.
Get with it.
This is news to me.
8K's almost on its way out. No, I don't know. But 4K 60p seems to be like the sweet spot. But I still have no use for it. So for me, it's not worth upgrading just yet. 33 megapixels, that is good. And it does have 10-bit video recording capabilities. But still, I'm doing some basic stuff, you know? I'm not shooting movies or anything like that. So I'm fine, but if you don't have a camera and you're just now getting into it, this might be it.
Or go for that one as a first
one?
Or getting a used a7 III, because they dropped in price, obviously.
Yeah.
Now might be a time to get an a7 III.
Right.
Yeah, if it's your first camera and you're just learning, the a7 III is like a solid choice, I think. The color grading is a nightmare because the colors are kind of dog shit. A lot of green, but if you know how to edit, which you're going to have to learn anyway, why not? Why not just learn it and then you're good? You can use the same lenses on it. I don't know. Should you upgrade to the 4? I don't know. Maybe I'll wait another generation before upgrading. Sorry, I have too many cameras. I have way too many cameras already. Okay, last one. Do you remember when the PlayStation 3 came out? Did your brothers have it?
What color was it?
It was black.
I think so.
Did they have it?
I think my uncle had it, actually.
Your uncle had it? Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I remember when it first came out, they're saying, oh, it's too difficult to emulate. You know, at the time, emulators were like the thing. Like the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo, and then PlayStation 1. I remember when the PlayStation 1 emulator came out, everybody was freaking out. The PSX or XPSX, something like that. Because you can play Kingdom Hearts on your PlayStation 1, you know? Or was it PlayStation 1? Was it already PlayStation? It was PlayStation 2, I'm sorry. But the PlayStation 2 emulator eventually came out as well, and people were freaking out. But I remember when the PS3 one came out, they weren't able to do it until now. The RPCS3 emulator can emulate all the PS3 games. Everything's confirmed. Because even on like the Nintendo 64 emulator, because I'm trying to play Majora's Mask, and that thing constantly messes up on me, or at least the times that I've tried to play it. Obviously, I'm emulating it. I don't have an actual 64. Oh, yes, I do. It's at your mom's house. She gave me one.
Chema did.
Chema gave me a 64?
It was Chema.
I thought it was your mom.
No, it was Chema.
Oh, I think that guy. Anyways. Ooh, it's weird. Majora's Mask, right? I'm gonna tell him this. Because you already know. I've started that game how many times since I've known you? Maybe 4 times?
Maybe.
Maybe, okay. And I keep having to restart because something always happens. Mostly the emulator, or I put it down for too long and then I come back and I don't really know what the hell's going on. So I always want to I start it and then within a reasonable amount of time finish it, right? With a certain time frame. And in that game, for those of you who don't know, for the crazies, every 3 days it restarts. You just start fresh. And at the end of those 3 days, the moon crashes into the world and it blows up or whatever. But for some reason in Majora's Mask, it's like Groundhog's Day. You just wake up where you started. And I just feel like this game, I'm living it almost. Why do I keep restarting this damn game? I can't finish it. But anyways, that's besides the point. The PlayStation 3 emulator I think is great because they have some awesome games. I think this was the time where games really got like really, really good. This was a turning point, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an argument to be made for every single system, right? But I feel like the PlayStation 3 is special. Because the PlayStation 2 also did some cool stuff, but the PlayStation 3, with the graphics were at a certain level where they can get away with it now. Like if a game came out with PS3 graphics, some games, I think we'd be very happy with them. Yeah, I'd be okay playing a PlayStation 3 game on this generation console, but the length of the game could be more in depth. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And I'd be happy with the quality of graphics that I'd be getting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because, man, for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who want to explore Puzzle Fighters, damn, that game is crazy good. And I think it's only on PlayStation 3. I don't know if you can get it on the PlayStation Store now. If you can, then I mean, go get that one. Puzzle Fighter HD. Damn, we had some good times. Anyways, I think that's it, babe. Anything you want to add? You hungry?
I don't know.
You don't know if you're hungry?
No.
Check yourself.
If
You want to get Chick-fil-A?
it's still open.
Let's go get Chick-fil-A. Tell them bye.
Bye.
See ya.